In this video, I'm going to talk about different ways of establishing the underhook from the half guard and just kind of how to approach it. I'm going to talk about the regular half guard and different variations and just some concepts to help you out. I'm not going to talk about every single scenario that's in my mind, but the point is to just give you a good starting line for establishing the underhook, because usually the general premise is you want to underhook from the half guard so you can work your game. Now, there's all different types of half guards, so you don't want to underhook for every half guard, but for a good amount of them, underhook is more helpful than not. So let's talk about the regular half guard. Regular half guard in general, I want a good posture right away. If I'm flat on my back, I'm already making it hard for me to get the underhook. Because let's say he was up, right? And I'm trying to fight the underhook here. This isn't just not going to work out if I'm flat on my back. I want to be on my side. Good posture here. I don't even have the Z half guard right now to keep the distance. I'm blocking him. My left forearm is on his neck here, and my hands are blocking from the crossface. When he goes to crossface me, we're going to have trouble. I want my forearm and my elbow up here by his shoulder, because now even when he goes to pummel his underhook, I can try to beat him. So he goes to pummel, I can try to beat him to it. And then I come inside, and then I want to do what I call killing the armpit. Killing the armpit is stuffing inside his armpit and basically getting as much pressure into their armpit as possible. Because now when he goes to reestablish his underhook, he's going to have trouble. Essentially, even from this position, if we ended up here, the only way for him to get his arm in front is to give up his back. So if I get a good positioning on killing his armpit, I might even be able to set up an easy back take. Now, we're doing this dead pattern. We're not live rolling. It's not just going to happen like this, all right? So I'm not saying you do this, you're going to take the person's back. That's not how stuff works out. But the point is, if you kill the armpit, you're going to set yourself up for better opportunities than if you didn't do that. So when we're here like this, and I'm on my side, I'm on my side here, regular half guard. My forearm is across his neck, my shoulders shrugged, my elbows up, and I'm blocking the crossface. When he goes to pummel inside, look, I can beat him to it. Even if he didn't pummel here, I can still come in. Look at my arm. My arm is staying attached to his armpit, because when he goes to repummel, I beat him. I kill his armpit. My shoulder goes up into his armpit. Look how my body came up. I do not have to stay on my back and on my side here. When he goes to reestablish his underhook on me, he's going to have trouble. I could come here, come around. He might get an overhook. This is very common, especially when you get an underhook. So I talk about that in other videos. Well, here like this, I have my underhook, and then I can start working to play my game from there. Let's just do one more angle for the regular half guard. Here. I'm like this. Look, I'm blocking his crossface. My forearm is across his neck here, and my elbow's up on his shoulder. He goes to pummel. I beat him. I kill his armpit. Keep going. Boom. I'm shrugging my shoulder. For him to do this, his arm actually has to come in front of my body. Go to repummel. Now I can come through. I'm already behind him. Like I said, that may not always happen, but the fact is, if I focus on killing the space inside his armpit, then I'm good. It's very common for people not to do this. They think they could just pummel and they're good. I'm sure even somebody, if you've been watching this, you've been grappling for a while, you're probably in situations where it's a constant pummel, 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 because you're probably not making the effort to kill the armpit. If you kill the space inside the armpit, it makes it much, much harder. This applies to the top half guard as well. I talk about this in other videos, so watch the videos where I talk about killing the armpit. So that's from regular half guard. Let's say we're playing like Z half guard here, right? Or basically my shins across, whatever anybody calls it. Same concepts. Here, I'm still framing across. I'm still blocking his arms here, but now I'm using the assistance of my knee to keep some space. This makes it much harder for him to get the underhook. When he goes to underhook, he's going to have a hard time. So I'm blocking here. Then from here, the difference is when I go to pummel inside, I sit up with him. Like this. I sit up and then I shoot up and then I kill the armpit. He gets the overhook on me. I got a lot of moves that I can work from here. I would have already been switching my feet to the outside, so that way I can work my movements and so on and so forth. So when we're here like this, and we have this position, I'm on my side. Remember, I'm still on my side. I'm not like this. I can't even play Z half guard if I'm like this. My knee just can't physically get there very well. So I'm here like this, in this position.
I like to shrug my shoulders. The reason why I shrug my shoulder is because if I don't shrug my shoulder and he goes to pummel here, he might be able to beat me. But look at the difference. If I shrug my shoulder, go to pummel, it automatically blocks him. So if we turn this way a little bit, right? I got my shin across, I shrug my shoulder, he goes to pummel, it automatically blocks him. If I don't shrug, I'm giving him space. So that little tip will help you out regardless of if you're playing Z half guard or regular half guard. So I'm here, I shrug my shoulder, he goes to pummel. I stop him from here and then I can pummel and kill his armpit. Kill that space. Sitting up. The reason why I sit up, because if I stay down and I try to kill the armpit, there's space inside my armpit. He could probably re-pummel inside now. And then, or we end up in a pummel fight. We're just going back and forth, and back and forth. All right? So that's something to think about as well. Another thing to think about is, let's say he already has me flattened out. This was a suggestion that Chris thought of, that he reminded me of. And it's a very good option to know of, to getting underhooks. Basically, when the person has the position on you, and we use the lockdown and then the whip up position to get the underhook. So we're here like this, right? He has control of me here. I'm going to take my left leg on the outside, and I'm going to get my lockdown position. Then from here, I'm going to push on his face really hard to get this space. And then from here, I get my double underhooks on him. Now I have my underhooks. Then I can whip him up, get to the side, and now I have my underhook on him. Here. Because I'm so low on him, I don't even need to kill his armpit because I'm so low. When he goes to wizard me or anything, at this point, he's going to be pretty weak. He's already sweeping himself. So that's a very strong position. If he was a little bit, if he wasn't so high on me, then I would focus on killing his armpit. So if we do that again from this side, these are just different ways of getting the underhook. We're here like this. He has me. I come here and switch my legs. I get my lockdown position. I push his face away. Here, keep pushing with my other hand. Now I got my double underhooks. Post on his rib, elbows tight. Flip him up. Now I got my underhook. If I want to switch to a regular half guard, I can from here and then just play from there. But if you notice, the goal is for me to get on my side. I want to be on my side. It's going to help me work my underhooks. And also, I want to kill his armpit. Kill the space inside the armpit because then it makes it harder for him to re-pummel. This applies to lots of situations, not even just half guard. So try it out. If you have any questions or comments, post below, and I'll do the best I can to help you out.